Find the volume of the pyramid. I'm going to use the same question that we looked at a minute ago with surface area here, except we're going in a slightly different order because this one's a lot easier than the other one. So it's kind of vice versa. So to work out the volume of a pyramid, we're going to use the formula that the volume is always a third of base times by the height. So a third multiplied by the base times by the height, or base times height over 3. Same thing. So we're doing this, so we've got the volume, it's going to be a third multiplied by the base. So first of all we need to work out the area of the base. Well, the area of the base separately will be 10 times 10. So that is 100. So 100 is the size of the base. So it's a third multiplied by 100, then multiplied by the height, and that's referring here to the vertical height. The vertical height of this is 12. So we've got a third of 100 times by 12. So we just tidy all that up a bit. 100 times by 12 will give us 1200, and to find a third of that, just going to divide it all by 3. So when we do, we find that the volume will be 400, and that's going to be feet cubed, or cubic feet. Find the volume of the pyramid here. So again, the volume is a third of the base times by the height. The base of this one again is just this square area at the bottom. So the base is 7 times 7, which is 49. So I can put that in. So we've got a third times by 49. Times by the height. But the height's missing here because we've been given the slant height instead of the vertical height. So we're going to have to actually go and work that out. So construct a bit of a bisector here. So we can make a right angled triangle in the center. Go into the outside. So we're after the vertical height, and we know this height is 9. We know this distance here must be half of 7, so it's 3.5. So we need to work out this distance here, so we're going to have to use Pythagoras to get that. So we're going to have our distance vertical height, which is one of the shorter sides here. So we're going to be doing 9 squared, take away 3.5 squared, which will give us 81 take away 12.25, which is 68.75. So we'll square root that to work out the value of x. So x will be the square root of that, and the square root of that is 8.29 and a bit. So we'll leave it like that for now. So all we've got to do now is multiply by the height, and that is the height. It's been rounded to 2 decimal places. So I'll stick that on the end, and that's going to give us the volume. It's not going to be quite as simple as the last one in terms of its answer. So 49 times by 8.29, and then divide all that by 3 to find a third. Gives you 135.4. So volume is 135.4. That's the 1 decimal place, and the units as volume will be inches cubed.